Afternoon, back again. I'm back again. Afternoon, Ray. Yeah, I've had one fish so far. It was a little, a small mirror, about £5, I suppose. A little mirror around about £5, so not the biggest, but hey, it's a fish. It's still a fish. And it was a mirror as well, so this place is full of commons, loads of commons, hundreds, commons, but it was a nice little mirror, so that's not too bad. Where am I fishing? I'm fishing in Essex. It's a day ticket water in Essex called Chase Lakes. Say hello to Big Tony in Walmer, Green, Hertfordshire. Hello, Big Tony. Good afternoon. Afternoon, Tommy, Anthony, Jason, Ray. Yeah, they're fox alarms, yeah. It's in Dagenham in Essex, which is near Ilford, near Romford, that kind of area. I'm not sure where you are, but that's where we are at the moment. I'm always when I'm on the bank, I'm always chuckling. It's nice to be here. I've actually switched around slightly. I was looking towards the lake, but I'm now watching the lake from the camera because that wind was blowing right. You can probably see the wind is blowing right in my face. So I've turned the brolly round and I'm now watching the camera rather than the water, because it was a bit nip actually. I thought it's I think the forecast was for 12 today. It wasn't freezing first thing, but that wind is a little bit nippy, to be fair, so I've turned the brolly round. I'm alright now. I'm ducking under the brolly. I got the front of the brolly looking at the lake, so I'm ducking behind the brolly at the moment. Well, not ducking, I'm sitting, but so I've got no wind on me at all now, and it's made all the difference. It's much more comfortable with no wind. I could have bought me bivvy, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad. But that wind is a bit in your face. Yeah, of course you can, Anthony. You can broadcast on live stream fishing UK if you're not a member. Head over there and join up. There should be links on the page. You're more than welcome. I don't know what style of fishing. Hang on, I'm being rudely interrupted by a geese. I thought he was going to come straight at me then. Head over to the page, join up if you're not already, and away you go. Grab your phone, hit live, put a little message on there saying Andy live or Anthony live, and and you'll be good to go. Carp and catfish. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Thanks, Lewis. Good afternoon. So if you've not already joined, there'll be a link on the page. I'm not sure which page you're viewing from, but live stream fishing UK. Have a search on the Facebook and you'll come across the page. Yeah, I've just had one so far, Mark. Only a little mirror. I didn't weigh it, I don't know, 4-6 pound, between 4 and 6, something like that. It wasn't nothing too spectacular, but it's a fish, so I've not blanked. So, you know, I'm not sure if Jack's on there or if any of the verified streamers are on there. Can you send a link for Anthony if it's possible? Because I can't do it from my phone, but any of the verified or Jack or whatever, anyone watching, whack a link up, or anybody actually, anyone that's joined to the group, if you could link the group in for Anthony, that would be great. Cheers, Warren. Yeah, that's right. A catch is a catch. I'll make you right. So, do you know what? I'm not expecting much today. We've had a real cold snap, haven't we? You've probably been the same. We've had like 4 or 5 days where it's been absolutely freezing. Absolutely freezing. So, yesterday was a little bit warmer, and heading towards the weekend, I think it's around about 9 or 10 degrees. Nighttime temperature, so it's raised a little bit, but it ain't going to make no difference to the water temperature. It's still cold, and it's still winter fishing now. Definitely, we're gone into winter fishing. So if you can pick up a few, if you can pick up a couple of fish a day, then you know, it's a bonus, really. Oh, you're in Thailand. Okay, Ian. Yeah, I just read that. Fly fishing. Yeah, do you know what? I just carp fish or sometimes fish for cats. Not very often, but sometimes do. That's my enjoyment. That's what I do. But I also watch the guys that go out on boats or kayak. There's a fella quite reasonably regular goes out on a kayak, and there's beach casting and whatever, so it's not what I'm into, but I still watch it. I still don't watch it. It's fishing's fishing. I just like to see people having a bit of fun, really. Nothing serious, just sitting here chilling out, literally chilling out in this wind, and you know, just chilling out, having a chill out day. Afternoon, Tony. Darren. Yeah, it does get harder in the winter, no doubt about it. They start laying up, don't they? They don't move around a lot. They're not grubbing around a lot. They, you know, they might have one or a couple of feeding spells every so often. It's not regular, it's not day in, day out. So like somebody said earlier, you've got to be in it to win it, and if you've not got the line or the bait in the water, then you're not going to catch them. So I've had one, you know, one fish, not the biggest I've had out of here, but it's still a fish, and it's not too bad. If I hadn't had one fish, I'd be sitting here sulking now. No, I wouldn't, but, you know, at least I can... I think that was a bird. I don't think that was a fish. So, yeah, I've had one fish. What bait am I using? I'm using sticky baits. I'm using bloodworm and krill. 16mm bottom bait. I fish snowman style pretty much all the time now, especially on this lake. So I'm fishing snowman 16mm bloodworm bottom bait with a 12mm white krill pop up on top, and it's on a blowback rig, size 6 wide gape hook. So that's the end tackle side. Sticky baits. Yeah, I've only just gone over to them, Tony, to be honest. I've pretty much, I've used a few other baits and bait companies, but pretty much used mainline. But I thought this autumn, this winter, I'm going to have a switch around and give sticky a go. So I've been quite successful with it as well. I've had 2 sessions on it. Well, this is my 3rd session, but including this, I've had just day sessions as well, not overnighters. So I've had 3 over 12-hour sessions, and I've had 13 fish now. So works pretty well. I'm happy with it. Krill glug. Yeah, I'm not into. I have tried a bit of glugging and a bit of goo and all the rest of it, but when things start drying up, then I think that's rain. When things start drying up, I might looking at swapping a little bit. But hang on a minute, guys. I think it's raining. One sec. It's raining, and a little fine rain, so I need to get me my bag and a few bits out of the way. So just a second. It's only a light shower, but I don't want to get my bag and everything soaking wet. It's only, well, I don't know, I have to see how it goes. Anyway, where was I? Have a look through the messages. Krill glug. Hi Gareth, I'm just going back through the messages. Where are you fishing? I'm fishing a lake called Chase Lakes in Dagenham in Essex. Chase Lakes. They've got 2 lakes here, front and the back lake. I'm on the back lake, which is a bit easier than the front. But the front's got some fantastic fish in it, but it's extremely weedy, so I'm on the back lake, which I've pretty much concentrated on this year. I tend to use sweet bait when colder. Yeah, I used to switch. I used to switch around a lot, and this bait, that bait, and whatever, but well, this year I've changed, but I tend to stick. To be fair, I pretty much used either my top choice of baits up until the point of of me switching to sticky, my top choice of baits was either Activate or Cell, or the new Essential Cell. That's been what I've pretty much used forever. Well, not ever, but for a long time. I've used Activate, I've used Grange, I've used all the mainline stuff, but Activate was one of my all-time favourites. And then obviously switching over to Cell when that started happening, and I've used the Essential Cell. All very good, but I just fancied a change, different company, so I decided to go to Sticky. Everyone was raving about their Manila. I've not used their Manila, so I've got no idea, but I didn't go for Manila. Local knowledge on this lake is there's some natural bloodworm beds out there in the lake, so I thought, well, if there is, Stickies have got bloodworm boilies to go with it, so that's what I do. Well, that's what I've done. I've gone with bloodworm and bloodworm topped with krill, and I'm also using their pellets as well. They do a 4mm pellet, so I'll get myself a bucket, buy myself a few kilos, and mix it all up in a bucket, the bloodworm and the krill pellets, with some sweet corn and everything else. So that goes out with a few hook baits, and Bob's your uncle. Hi Callum, caught Nemo yet? Well, no, not some. Oh, I don't know how big Nemo is, but maybe I caught a brother of his or sister of his. I've had a little mirror, around about £5, a guesstimate. Nothing super special, but it's still nice to catch a fish on a day like this. Freebies, yeah. I usually mash up maybe half a dozen boilies, like chop them up or just crumble them or whatever, so I'll put that in with the pellets as well. So all in all, over each rod I put, this time of the year anyway, summertimes I put a bit more out, but there's probably a couple of handfuls of bait over each rod. See, the camera's moved. Hang on a sec, guys, let me spin the camera a little bit. Right. Caught the world's smallest flatty, 12 centimetres long. Yeah, but you didn't blank, Callum, did you? That's what it's, you know, it's still a fish. It's still a fish. It's not a crab. I guess crabs don't count, do they? I don't do sea fishing or beach fishing, so I don't know what counts. Like, oh, should I say it? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because you shouldn't say it. But if I caught a different kind of fish, a different species of fish, I'm not going to name any because I'm just not going to. But it wouldn't count. Yeah, if I caught 2, 3, 4, 7, whatever different kinds of fish other than carp, as far as I'm concerned, I've still blanked. No, I'm not saying it. I'd call them other species of fish. That's what I'm going to say, because I'm not going to bring nothing on. So anyway, if I caught 1 or 20 different types of fish, different species, then what I'm fishing for, it wouldn't count. No, don't type it even. Yeah, no, you can type it, but I'm not gonna. I would still class it as a blank because that's not what I'm fishing for. So, but that's just me. Each to their own. Some people are happy with other types of fish, but I'm not. I'm carping, and that's carping. That's what I'm fishing for. All the others can, can do one. No, Tony, no. Yeah. So, I mean, there's some pretty other types of fish, some nice other types of fish, but that's not the type of fish I'm looking for. So if it's a nice common or mirror or grassy or ghosty, anything like that, they're all welcome, more than welcome. Love them. If they haven't got carp in their name, then it don't count. For me anyway. Each to their own, but that's me. So just to let you know, actually, most of my action have come from the edge of the island. Let me close this a sec. I can't see the island now. The camera's not. I can't see it. I've got something in the way. But anyway, most of my fish have come from the very far right hand side of the island, and but this fish today came from the very left. The island's got 2 new aerators that have just been installed, or within the last few months they've been installed, and so I'm fishing quite close to them, and most of the fish usually comes from the right aerator, which is on the edge or corner of the island, but the last fish come from the left hand aerator, so that was a bit of a surprise as well. Funny how little things surprise us. Hi James, afternoon. Just one fish, mate. I've had just one mirror. If you belong to Live Stream Fishing UK, on my last stream I did actually put a picture up. Or if you go to my page, which you can see at the bottom, search Facebook for, if you type in the search bar @Andy Carp Fishing, you'll come across my page. I posted it on there as well. It's only a little mirror, but still very welcome. Hi Lewis, you cold down there? I was a little bit cold because I was facing towards the wind. But what I've done is I've spun my brolly round, and I've now the wind's hitting the top of the brolly, and I'm hiding behind it. So I'm kind of watching the water from the camera really, but it's not my favourite view. But that breeze was blowing straight into my face and was a little bit nippy, so I've spun things round a little bit, and I'm now nice and toasty. In fact, I'm just sitting here with my sweatshirt on and t-shirt. Once you duck out of that breeze, it's fine, but it's you've got to get out of that breeze. Hi Sean. Afternoon. Yeah, it is James. Yeah, it's like you say. It's whichever, as soon as that, the thing is, you don't know what's on the, once that alarm goes, you start you start buzzing. So it could be a 30, it could be a £5, it could be 20, it could be anything, couldn't it? So until you feel it, then you've got no idea what you got on. All you hear is your alarm going, and you think, "Well, hey, I'm in." So just the buzz of the alarm is great. Hi, Mr. Andy. Hi, Mr. Or Miss or Mrs. Livestream Fishing UK. No, that's right, James. It is. It's pretty mild temperature, but in that breeze, you can see the breeze coming directly at me. In that breeze, it is a bit nippy, but if you duck out of it, I should have bought me. I could have bought me bivvy really, but I didn't think it was going to be cold enough. But that breeze pumping into your face is a bit nippy, so I'm just ducking out of it from the brolly. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's you know, that's the thing. Whether you get like a finicky couple of bleeps and a beep and a beep and a beep and a beep, or whether it absolutely roars off, it's still it still gets you going, doesn't it? It don't matter what. and until you hook into it, bend into it, and you feel it, you've got no idea what you've got. But that initial scream is definitely a buzz. Yeah, you can do night fishing here. Yeah, it's a day ticket. You can fish the front and the back lake. It's not. They're both day ticket. You can get a season pass as well, like a all year ticket, but both front and back are a day ticket as well. So it's I think it's a tenner for 2 rods, and I always fish free anyway, so it's 15 quid for 3 rods. Or I believe, I don't know if it's going to go up. Touch wood it don't. But it's £200 for a season, and that lets you front and back lake. You can fish both lakes with that. And there's no restrictions on how long you're in a swim and all the rest of it. So if you want to be a bank tramp and live here for a week or whatever, there's no restrictions. You can hear the geese. I thought a couple were going to dive bomb me earlier. That was really close. So I did have 2 robins on my last stream. If you was with me, or you or if you see it, but 2 robins were on camera, or at least 1 robin, and then another one come along. So everyone was saying that's good luck, and I think probably about an hour or so later, yeah, maybe an hour or so after the robin turned up, I had the fish. So well done, robin. There was 2 of them that turned up though, so maybe I'm due another one as well. Cheers, Cameron. In the wind, yeah, I bet. It's not too bad now. I've turned the brolly around. I've got it facing the wind, but how I had it before, I might as well have not even bothered. It was it was literally blowing into me face. I put my jacket on. I thought, oh, this is a bit nippy, and then decided, well, actually, turn the brolly round and hide away from it. Why are robins so brave? Yeah, I don't know. They're really friendly, aren't they? One of them was sitting on this swim. Is sort of dug into the ground, and it's surrounded by like a wooden frame. and one of them was maybe 4 foot away from me. I stay still. I didn't. If you move or do anything a bit sharpish, then they're off. But yeah, he was only about 4 foot away from me. Cheers, James. Yeah, hopefully. Who knows, eh? Maybe that's just the only one I'm going to have today, but anyway, we'll carry on trying. Jason, yeah, I've had one fish so far, only a small mirror. But a small mirror out of here is not too bad, because I don't know what the stock count is, but there is definitely more common carp than there is mirrors, by a long shot. There's a lot more commons than there is mirrors, so a nice little mirror on the bank this afternoon. Only small, but it's still a fish. The biggest in there, I think 30. I think 38. Don't quote me on it. I think 38 is the biggest out this year. The biggest fish I've seen is 31 pound. A 31 pound. That was a mirror. That's the biggest fish I've seen, but 38's the biggest out of here this year. Yeah, that's right. At least it's not a blank. It's a fish. It's a fish. Michael, I've had one fish. A little mirror carp. Jordan, afternoon. I'm in Dagenham in Essex. I'm fishing a lake called Chase Lakes in Dagenham. I think there's about half a dozen 30s in here. That was my aim this year, to try and bank a 30, but they've eluded me. I might be able to squeeze one more session in before New Year, obviously with work and Christmas and family and all the rest of it, but I might be able to. I don't know yet, but I'm hoping to get one more session in before the New Year, and then if I don't have a 30 today or the next session, then I've failed. Well, I haven't failed, because I've had some good fish, but I've not had my 30, which I wanted out of this particular water this year. Hi James, so what rig am I? I'm using a blowback rig. So it's my version of blowback rig anyway. It's a size 6 wide gate with a little ring on it going to the hair, and that's fish snowman style. So I've got a 16mm bottom bait, which is a sticky bloodworm. That's topped with a white 12mm krill pop-up. So it just, you know, just wafts around. It just sits on the lake bed, but it's not totally flat. It's just a little bit buoyant. Yeah, that's right. It takes time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I've had to be absolutely fair. I've had some good fish out of here. I've had a fair amount of fish out of here this year, but just not that 30. And I know they have been out, but I'm not sure. I probably it's got to be a good month or so since the last 30's been out. So got to be due, haven't they? One of them's got to be due. KD, yeah, I've looked at other rigs. But this one on here, or this blowback on here, Snowman, it seems to do the business. So you know, it's working. I nail them well, so I stick with it. Okay, cheers Warren, see you later. My personal best is 29.5, so it's not only to beat my personal best, but also to catch a 30 out of here. So I'm yet to catch a 30. Trying to beat your record trout. Yeah, I like to have, you know, it don't mean nothing really. It means nothing whatsoever, but I like to set little you know, little goals or something. So I'm yet to bank a 30, so I've had a couple of fish this season that when I looked at them in the net, they were 30s all day long. Look at it and it's like, oh my god, I've done it, oh my god, I've done it. Stick it on the scales and it's like 26.5. Oh no I ain't, it's not even close. So yeah, a couple of fish have looked it, but put them on the scales, they've not gone, so just keep plodding along. This lake's biggest is 38, I think. I've actually witnessed a 31 myself, but I think 38's the biggest out of here so far. Right, Wayne Fishery. I haven't, Michael, no. No idea where that is. I don't know what. Let us know what county it is. I'm not even sure which county it is, but I've not heard of that fishery, no. Everyone loves a fact. Thank you, Livestream Fishing UK. We like stats and facts. You know that pain as well, James. Yeah, twice it's happened. They've been really chunky fish. One was I think one was a, I'll have to check my photos. I'm sure one was a mirror. Yeah, one was a mirror, almost linear, and the other was a common. There's been 2 occasions where I've looked at it in the net and I thought, there you go, there's the 30, but no such luck. Horsham near Crawley. Nice fish, mate. Absolutely stonking fish. I found out a few secrets just recently, so maybe next year's going to be a little bit different. I've got a park lake. I've got a park lake that I've been told about, which is very, very interesting. Very interesting park lake to visit next year, and I'll be fishing this place as well. I'll be fishing probably the front lake a bit more. I'm still undecided, but anyway, front lake's got the better fish, but it's a lot harder to fish, so I might fish both of them next year. We'll see how it goes. I'm only here for the day, Clive. Started fishing probably about 7:30, something like that. Yeah, probably about 7:30, 7:45 I started fishing, and I'll be fishing only up until about 4 o'clock till it gets dark. Just a day session. Yeah, okay, Michael, no worries. Yeah, do that, just add me. I'll have a look at your blog. Just the one fish, Clive. A little mirror. Just a small mirror, so this is I'm on 4G. I've got a 4G signal here, and it's well, according to how it's set up, it's 720p. So I'm possibly streaming at about 1.5. So an hour, probably. I think an hour is probably about a gig. It's about a gig an hour to stream. Something like that. But you can stream with a 3G connection as well. It works. I fished a couple of lakes or a lake in the summer, and I couldn't get 4G, so I still streamed okay there. But obviously the better the connection. If you've got 4G in your area, then away you go. The better the quality of the stream. The better the quality the water looks. How big's my data plan? I'm on 16 gigs a month. 16 gigs a month, but obviously when I'm indoors, I turn the data off. I'm quite religiously. I turn the data off, and I use the Wi-Fi. It's only on this is relatively new. I've only had this tariff about 6 months or so. But before this, I had unlimited data, which was fantastic. I was on unlimited for about, or all you can eat. I was on that for about 3-4 years, I think, something like that. But when I wanted to change my phone, they they wouldn't let me keep it. They said no, you have to go to a different tariff. So I took 16, and I can top up as well if I need any more. I can. I think it's only about another £5 to go up to about 30 gigs or something like that. So it's plenty. But 16 does me okay. It does use it, but you know, I'm not fishing every day. If I was fishing every day, then I'd definitely have to up it. But a few sessions here and there, it's yeah, give it a go, James. It's good fun, you know. It's just a bit of fun, really. A lot of people, not a lot, but people come on here and say, oh, boring, nothing's happening, you're not catching, and all the rest of it. Well, if they lived in the real world, they'd understand that, especially carp fishing, other types of fishing's maybe a bit busier. Whether you're, if you're float fishing, or if you're, I don't know, quiver tipping, or on a beach, or on a boat, or whatever, maybe they are a bit busier, but that's not what I do. I carp fish. And I'm getting old and lazy, so it's perfect. My work what I do is busy enough when I'm doing it. So it's nice just to relax. And I'm sitting here, I'm all chilled out, I'm relaxing, I've got a cup of tea. I'm out in the open air, and I've got chance of a fish, you know. So I'm just spreading the love, spreading the fishing love. Yeah, that's the way it goes, James. That's the way it goes. It goes like that sometimes. I was here 2 weeks ago, and yeah, I did catch on live actually. I was fishing this same swim 2 weeks ago, and I went live within. I think I was live streaming about 10 minutes, and I had my first fish. Sorted that out, got the rods back out, and then I needed to charge my battery. I didn't keep my eye on battery, so I came off. Whilst I was charging my battery, it went berserk, and I had another 6 fish in. That was about 1 o'clock, was it? So in 3 hours. This was only 2 weeks ago. So in 3 hours, I had 6 fish. And to be honest, I couldn't live stream because I was too busy doing what I was doing. So just one of those things. I just didn't have the battery. It wasn't charged and ready, and it would have been a good session to live stream, but sod's law, it's just the way it goes. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, get myself maybe a Punch and Judy. What did you have 6 fish on? I had on the same rigs that I'm using now, a blowback rig with I'm using sticky baits, 16mm, a 16mm bottom bait, and a white 12mm topper, which is a pop-up. So it's it's a snowman rig, but I'm fishing it blowback style. Thanks, Jeff. Don't work too hard. I'll be thinking of you. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it can happen, James, can't it? So yeah, that was that was only my second time using sticky baits, and obviously I'm going to stick with them because I had such a good session last time. It was yeah, it was incredible, really. In the space of 3 hours, 6 fish. It was quite busy. Quite busy, but I caught a lot of it on camera actually on my other phone, because I always take my old phone with me, so but it obviously ain't got the SIM card, it ain't got the data, so I couldn't stream it, but I did capture a lot of it on video, which I usually cut up and make a little video of. So if I'm not out fishing, I'm messing around with videos. My wife loves me. Any joy on zigs? I've never really used them properly, Danny. And I say properly, I've used adjustable zigs. Never had no joy on it. Only the one rod I've had out on an adjustable zig, but possibly next year I might concentrate a little bit on them to be fair. I've not given them a real good stab. I know a lot of people swear by them, and in particularly just like summer months, you know, when fish are up in the layers, I know they can be quite deadly. So I think next year I'm going to have a little go on the zigs, but I've not really give zigs a proper go, like as in all 3 rods. For instance, this lake's, I don't know, say I'm fishing at 6 foot, all 3 rods have one at 5, one at 5.5, and one, you know, just under the surface, just under 6 foot. I've never done that, so I can't say that I've given them a proper bash, but one day I will. Okay, mate, good. You got the link, so you've joined. One of the admin, or if they probably might have already done so, but you'll get into the group in no time. And if you want to stream, all well and good. It's good fun. The more the streams, the better. Because if I'm not out fishing, I'd like to watch streams myself. So one of those things. If you can't be on the bank, then you could be watching somebody who is. Yeah, start streaming, James. It's you know, it just if you fish this style, it's not too bad, unless you're really busy. But it's not often them sort of days happen, red letter days. But 7 fishing in a little day session was quite good a couple of weeks ago. So. $2 now. I'm hoping some action will start now, or very soon. Couple of hours of light left. That's about all. And as soon as it gets dark, I'll be on my way. I'm going to move the camera. Oh, I still can't see it. In fact, it looks like it's in the same position. I think I can just about see. I've got some info in my way, but I've got if that's the edge of the island, that's where one rod is, and the other rod's there, and the other one's further around to the left. But I've got on my screen, I've got a label, a little some information on the screen that's covering up the island at the moment. So I can't exactly place can't exactly see where the island is, but it's out that way anyway. All 3 rods are off the side and the front of the island. Can you see me reels? Yeah, you can do. I'll spin the camera around. The only thing is I can't see it when I do it. Unless I do this. Hang on a second and I'll show you. Yeah, that's where I am, Michael. That's where my right hand rod is off of the very far stick. It's about not even a rod length, maybe half a rod length off of that that right hand stick you can see. Harry, I've had one fish so far. Only a little mirror. About, I don't know, £5, something like that. Only small, but even so, I've had one fish so far. Right, let me see if I can... There's me reels. There's the island. Still no better. Oh, that's a bit better actually, you can see it now. So I've got one rod here. Can I do that with that? No. I've got one rod about there. One about there, and one slightly more left than that. So that's roughly where I'm fishing. That's roughly where my baits are placed anyway, where them markers were. One about there, one there, and one over slightly more left. Pre-bait. No, if I was on a syndicate, then I would maybe think about pre-baiting. But because it's not a syndicate, it's a day ticket, and you know, sod's law. Not so much this time of the year. You could probably pre-bait and get away with it, but you know, summertime, this lake gets quite busy at times, so you can bet you can pre-bait somewhere for a couple of days, or you know. maybe a bit each night for a week or two or whatever, and you'll go to fish it and someone's in your swim. So yeah, no, I don't do any pre-baiting, not on this. If I was on a private syndicate where I could pre-bait a little corner, or you know, a little hotspot, build a hotspot or something, then it would be different. But on day tickets it's a bit risky, because you can put, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, whatever amount of kilo of bait out over a period of time, and when you think, right, I'm going to fish that tomorrow, someone's in the swim. So I don't do any pre-baiting myself. Not unless I'm confident I can fish it, but I don't generally do it. Yeah, exactly that, James. And to be fair, if they're in a day, well, I suppose same with a syndicate really, you're entitled to fish wherever you like, but you know, it's a little bit more exclusive in a syndicate. But on a day ticket, that's the risk you take. And bait don't come cheap, does it? So put out 5 kilo of bait for tomorrow, and you come down and Joe Bloggs is fishing your swim, or not your swim, but the swim that you've pre-baited, or he's fishing in the area you've pre-baited. Such is life. That's the risk you take. Yeah, well, if it works, James, then that's the way to go. There's a bit of sunshine, actually. I can see some sunshine. I don't know where that's coming from, because where I can see it's completely cloudy. But yeah, if it works, then that's what you use. That's it. It was a bit of a, not a risk, but I've been using Cell and Essential Cell on here, and it's been working fine. But just out of curiosity, I thought, as soon as it gets to winter, autumn stroke winter, I'm gonna go on a different bait. So like I say, this is the third session now, and each time I've caught. First session I had 5, last one I had 7, and I've had 1 off this, so you know, it seems to be, they seem to like it. Yes, right. Yeah, 3 kilo. And if you're paying shop prices, like, I don't know, depending on what you're buying, but I suppose you can pay anywhere between £7 and £11 a kilo, depending on what brand or what you're using. So at worst, at £7, there's 21 quid's worth of bait gone up the chute. At worst, I don't know if it's a 10 or 11 quid, it's 30 odd quid or thereabouts. So yeah, it's a bit risky on day ticket waters. For Nash, I suppose Nash, I haven't used their baits for years actually, but I suppose, well, it depends what Nash baits you're on about. If you're on about their cultured or their key, put 3 kilo of key out. That's best part of I think that's about 15 quid a kilo, isn't it? Unless you can get it cheaper, but I think key's about 15 quid, something like that. But anyway, it's still a lot of money to throw into a swim when somebody else is you turn up and somebody else is fishing it. Thank you very much. I bet they said, not that they knew. Hang on. Looks like a fairly good fish actually. Probably a mid-double, something like that. So I don't know how I'm going to do this now. The fish is fine. The fish is fine. He's still in the net in the water. So I need to sort this out. Hang on a sec, guys. Oh, okay, you can see that. I'll get him in a sling. Well, after I weighed it, took the sling off it, weighed it. It weighed just over 19 pound, 19.2. Yeah, I nearly fell over. It covered me. Unhooking it absolutely covered me. So I unhooked it in the water. But after taking the sling off, it weighed just over 19 pounds, so about 19.2, but call it 19 pound anyway. So I'm happy with that. Now I've got to sort out me stuff. Right, cheers Anthony, cheers guys. So that's a couple of fish now. Right, I need to sort out this this arrangement, because obviously I like to switch everything around. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Right, it's not the best of views, but it'll have to do till I get sorted.